Hi everyone, my name is Biba.
My name is Anel.
My name is Nargiza.
My name is Amina.
I'm Vlad.
My name is Kamshat.
And my name is Abylai.
And we are going to discuss the serial which named it The Good Place. Let's start.
The first question is what you can say about the rules in the serial.
So the serial is about the places where people go after their death, and there is two places, a good place and bad place. And during their lifetime, people gain or even lose their number of points for good deeds and bad deeds. After this, all the points are counted, and who has the highest number of points goes to the good place, where everyone is happy and any wishes come true by artificial intelligence named Janet. But in the bad place, there is also Janet, but she helps demons torment the sinners.
So, in general, after watching this movie, I can say with confidence that this serial about the woman called Eleanor Shellstrop, and she died in a pretty strange accident. So, after her death, she's waking up and she was sitting in the sofa and met the man, Michael, and he introduced himself like the creator and architect of this place. And after being there some time, she starts understanding that this place like some kind of heaven, paradise, and or that good place. So after that, she starts to spending their time, and with time she understood that there was a big mistake, that she's not such a good person that Michael said, and she even didn't help anyone. So to be not passed away to the bad side of this place, she starts to lying everyone, and she's asking for help from her soulmate Chidi.
In your opinion, how the series is related with philosophy?
These also philosophers help to solve the problems of actors. So Chidi was a philosopher and he taught Eleanor to become better and kinder person. And there is an example of Aristotle. Aristotle believes that virtue can be learned. It's like playing the flute. If you rehearse more, you learn more. So Eleanor influenced this thought and realized how important kindness is in this world.
I can also add that in general it was difficult to watch how Eleanor tried to hide her bad side throughout the season, but no matter how she could, the main thing was that she was able to understand the importance of godness, and at the end there was relief. There was relief that they watched it, and I can add the words of philosopher, namely Buddha. Buddha believed that if a person leads a pure life, nothing will destroy him. I think it's a very good example, and we should believe that. Not only philosophers, but we should learn from this one.
In fact, this series is super tightly connected with the philosophy, and not only because characters like Chedi and Eleanor are connected, like Chedi teached morality, philosophy, and ethics, but also the whole series is present us one of the main and basic problems of philosophy, the problem of the good and bad, and on the example of the good and bad places, the two opposite places in the series, everyone can understand that, as in every case with the black and white, it all depends on the subjective assessment.
Okay, by the way, did you like the end of series?
Yes.
It was unexpected, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was really unexpected.
So, how and why did the main character, Eleanor, understand that they were in a worse world, not in a good place?
Этот мир худший.
I can say. Well, firstly, as we know, Eleanor realized from the beginning that she doesn't deserve to be in the good place, because after all, throughout the life she did nothing good. And also there was one more character called Jason. He also openly claimed that here is a mistake and he shouldn't be there. Then as for two other characters, here is also Tahani.
also did good things, just to emphasize that she exactly did that, and also she was jealous of her sister and did the charity work only to seem better than her. Also, there is a last character called Chidi. Chidi had the problems with the decision choosing, and he made people around him just suffer because of the long time waiting for him. And I remember there was one episode in which he had to choose between the Eleanors and the honey. However, he just, of course, couldn't make a choice. But there is one, I would say, problem. The feeling of love is real, so he literally didn't even need to think about that. And that's why Eleanor just put two and two together and understood that they do not belong to the good place. Additionally, throughout the serial, they were not happy.
I guess that's it.
So, do someone wants to add something?
Наверное, можно добавить то, что на самом деле странно, то, что в итоге это оказалось плохое место вместо хорошего, то есть, казалось бы, да, все было так хорошо, но идеального места не существует ни для кого, и не существует идеальных людей, поэтому я считаю, что главная героиня поняла, что она в плохом месте только потому, что она училась философии, и если бы она оставалась прежней собой, она бы вряд ли поняла это, то есть она не была так разборчива в людях, например, до того, как попала туда, и это место ее определенно чему-то научило, как и ее soulmate, но только разобравшись в философии морали и этики, она поняла, что на самом деле все эти люди, они довольно эгоистичные и на самом деле не такие хорошие, как выглядят на первый взгляд, поэтому я считаю, в конце концов, это было бы очевидно.
In my opinion, it's kind of relativism because they truly believed that they were in the good place, so they believe that their own truth.
Yes.
So, what lessons have you learned from this series?
Well, I want to say that after watching the series, you begin to analyze your whole life. You start thinking about your actions, about your thoughts, about the people who are around you. And this series shows us the thoughts of the main characters and the problems with which the main characters are faced too, and how they were solving them. Also, this series shows us that everyone has its own limitations. But we're used to them, and sometimes we think that it is usual. For example, Eleanor, she didn't know that she was a bad person until she got to a good place. So, the moral of the series, in my opinion, is that if we want to change something in our life, we should do it during our life, because after our death, it will be too late.
So, I would like to add the moral of the series. As Vlad mentioned, there is no good places, perfect places, and good person. And I think that we should not change someone by your standards. So this is one of the lessons that I have learned, because everyone has its own opinion, their own lifestyle, and change it to your standards, I think it's a bit selfish. So this is what I have learned from the series.
Yes, I agree. The main lesson for me is not to be selfish and stop looking for profit for yourself in every case. Anyway, in every situation, people must be able to keep the conditions of a cold blood, something like that, and never help someone if you didn't figure out what exactly happened.
Okay guys, would you recommend this series to your friends, family?
No, actually.
Why?
Because I don't think that they have some kind of philosophy thoughts. So because of that, no.
Okay, I agree with him. I would not recommend it to my family or friends because I really think it's kind of wasting of time, guys.
Like hard, да, something.
I don't know, I would recommend it because, yeah, у него интересный сюжет, но не настолько затягивающий. И, скорее всего, этот сериал только на один раз, типа на один просмотр, и второй раз пересмотреть не хотелось бы. Но он также интересен, то есть там показывают очень много про философию, то есть как надо жить, как надо быть хорошим человеком, вот это вот все. И ради интереса, мне кажется, стоило бы посмотреть.
Чтобы, знаете, чисто, я не знаю, там, ну, хоть немного преисполниться и все.
Ну вот.
Нет, но на самом деле я считаю то, что на самом деле, если вот прям смотреть и задумываться, именно смотреть с философской точки зрения, то в принципе можно вынести какой-то урок. Однако, блин, если ты разбираешься в философии, то этот сериал как бы не принесет тебе особо никакой разницы в жизни тебе не добавит.
So, I
this
guess
is the end, and
that's all.
thanks for watching.
Bye.